Good morning. Okay, so today I'm going to get into a few, I would say 100% reliable ways to create a head-heart coherence. So if you feel stuck in any area of your life, or if you're someone who, goes to church and reads the Bible all the time, but you still feel like you're stuck, or if you're somebody who's sitting in 12-step meetings and you feel like you're stuck, or if you're somebody who's reading books on self-improvement and you feel like you're stuck, or if you're watching videos of people telling you how infinite you are and you're feeling stuck, it's not helping. If I tell you you're infinite, or if I tell you that we're all one, but you're not experiencing that, honestly, I'm probably not doing you any good. I might just be confusing you. So here are a few extremely reliable methods to start to break up the noise in the mind and rewire the nervous system, release stress out of the nervous system, which is blocking us, can block us. If our attention goes to all of that, it can block us from the essence of what we are. Okay, so these are some really reliable practices, and I'm going to start with transcendental meditation. I have practiced this, and I can verify that it works. I've also got many friends in my life that practice transcendental meditation. And so with this meditation, you don't have to change anything about your life. Just start practicing the meditation very simply 2 times a day and watch your life shift in a very beautiful way. It works. If I were teaching transcendental meditation, I would also share a practice for people in between their meditations, maybe a gratitude practice to bring the attention back to right now, back to the heart, in between the meditations, so that we can what can happen then is you can gently ease into a permanent state of peace, which is actually what you are. We don't need to go anywhere, and it's not linear. Peace is here right now. All we get to do is shift attention to, wow. Okay? Number 2, somatic healing. Somatic healing, body related, releasing psychological stress out of the body, releasing all stress out of the body, extremely powerful. I've tried this, and I know some practitioners that teach this, and right now it's one of the best things going. It has been around a long time, but it's getting popular now because it works. Anytime we can release toxic trauma and stress out of the body, what we're left with is Christ energy, basically, the God within, a total surrender to the love that we are. I could put this a million ways, but until we experience it, it's just a bunch of blah, blah, right? Cool. The next thing would be contemplative prayer. I had a mentor 40 years ago who practiced contemplative prayer. He was a big fan of Thomas Merton. If you're not aware of Thomas Merton, his books are amazing. He was a monk many years ago. And so this is contemplative prayers, where you might close your eyes or go into a soft gaze or just into a contemplation. Maybe think the words, "Thy will be done," full surrender to God, awareness on the heart, and then just let that go. Embrace all feelings and allow for all thoughts. Okay? And what will happen is, and when this is practiced, is that the thoughts will start evolving into a more ascending current. So there will create more space between the thinking. And then when the space gets created in the middle of the thinking, the love, the infinite love, source energy that we are, starts to reveal itself, and the flow state can show up. That is contemplative prayer. The next thing I'm going to talk about is Ashaya's Ascension, which is what I practice. Ascension Some teachers aren't using the word Ashaya anymore. It's not really important if you do or you don't, but Ascension is a practice where 2 or 3 times a day you close your eyes and you meditate on praise or appreciation, gratitude, love, and compassion. So 2 or 3 times closed-eyed meditation, returning attention to these attitudes of gratitude, praise, compassion, and love will reduce mountains of stress out of the nervous system, create a heart-head coherence, open the heart, and then what is revealed is the true self, the natural state. And so in these cases, contemplative prayer and ascension meditation, sometimes it even, when you start to read like the Course in Miracles, a Course in Miracles, or the Bible, or something like that, you go from getting something from it to sort of validating. Yep, that's true. Yep, yeah, that's true. I'm experiencing that. I don't need to read it anymore, or maybe I do. They go together, right? If you're so any of these things I will mention. If you pick one of these modalities or systems, first of all, none of this is linear. It all happens in an instant. It's now, right now. It's always now. So anytime we shift our attention to love, put our awareness on the heart, and relax the body, it just happened. No systems, no modalities necessary, no teachings. We are the teacher. We are that. We are that. We are that. So, in the fully human, fully divine experience, it's all welcome. So the next one that I'm going to mention is sound healing. Sound healing is absolutely powerful. You can do isochronic tones with headphones, binaural beats with headphones. You can go to sessions with a sound healing practitioner using sound bowls or kirtans, and lay there and just take in the vibration. You are the vibration. We are vibration. Everything in the world is vibration. This is the congealed essence of the Holy Spirit, the sound of the universe. Everything will be and can be created and destroyed with the Om, with the vibration of creation, which is what you are. All of these practices lead us into this experience. In fact, the Om, actually, when you think Om, it's the same thing as actually verbalizing it. It's no difference. The mind doesn't know the difference. So if I think Om, and then I think love, and place my awareness on my heart, the Om will enhance that which comes, that which follows it. Om, love. Awareness on the heart. Awareness on the heart. The hand doesn't need to be there. That is an attitude or a technique that anybody could use. Om, love. Bring attention back to that all day long. Can't go wrong. And that's that would be sort of a combination of some of these practices. That would be sort of you could find that in several of these. Another one that works is breath work. Obviously, just intense breath work will release mountains of stress out of the nervous system and tap us into our true nature. Rebirthing, obviously rebirthing. I know many practitioners, and I see that it does work. I can see the evidence that when they practice rebirthing, it rebirths in any given moment. We are a brand new experience. This is always true. Journeying. I have a friend that does is a practitioner and does journeying, where you're led into different awarenesses and different, you can go into the past, into the future. For instance, if I tell you to place your awareness on your left elbow right now, it'll go there, didn't it? It went there, didn't it? If I tell you to place your awareness 14 galaxies east in the middle of their sun, yeah, it went there, didn't it? It actually went there. If I tell you to, let's place our awareness on the center of the moon, our moon. Yeah, we're there right now, aren't we? It's pretty powerful. Anytime we can widen our awareness, we become more clear, we become more creative, and we tap more fully into the infinite that we are. Again, if I tell you how infinite you are and how beautiful you are and how magical you are, but you're not experiencing it, and then I don't share a method or a way for you to experience it, I don't know if I'm helping you. But I will tell you this. I'm going to recap these methods, and they're all powerful, extremely powerful. Transcendental meditation, somatic healing, contemplative prayer, sound healing, Shambhala meditation. Actually, this is Buddhist. I spent 6 weeks at a Shambhala center in the Catskills or the Adirondacks. Most of that was in silence. And this is a practice whereby it's very similar to the other meditation practices, whereby you sit like in a chair like this, and you keep your eyes open at a soft gaze, and you look about 6 feet ahead onto the floor, and then you just simply focus on the breath. And then when a thought is noticed, you simply think the word thinking. And then some teachers encourage you to think the words thank you. So because gratitude is probably a little bit higher frequency than just noticing the thinking. So let's do that right now. So I'm looking 6 feet ahead. Breath. And then when the thought is noticed, thank you. Go back to noticing the breath. All thoughts are welcome. All feelings are welcome and to be embraced. We're always embracing feelings, because feelings are just forms of energy. They're out there in the ethers. You know, we claim them like they're ours. The thoughts are just forms of energy out there in the ethers, right? We're like these little antennas to pick up on it, and then we claim it and believe it, and oh my God, you know, all we get to do is return our attention to the body, the breath, gratitude, and then just watch the energy move through and dissipate into transmute, transcend, whatever word you want to pick, into love. Right? Course of Miracles. One more. Course of Miracles. Fantastic. It's truth. Course of Miracles. You can study the Course of Miracles. I encourage you to do that with a teacher or a group, but definitely with a teacher who is also meditating, because you can get in your head with any book. You can get in your head with the Bible. You can get in your head with any book. My book. You can get in your head with Course of Miracles. So while reading these books, these beautiful books, practice something to go along with it, right? So we're feeding the head, and we're the head and the heart at the same time. So we're releasing out of the body, yielding that which you are, which is just a little angel. Absolutely. Pure love. All right. If nobody's told you that they love you today, I do, which is to say, love is what you are. If you decide to practice one of these modalities or systems or whatever, pick one and stick with it. Don't bounce around to the different ones, because it will be confusing to the mind, confusing to the nervous system, and it can actually do damage. And I have seen this with my own eyes. I'll say this again. If you practice one of these systems, technologies, pick it and stick with it and see what happens. All right. Have a beautiful day.